Uh,
Hey, what's up,
oh,
guys? It's Duka here,
go here too.
uh, Michael here, and today we are going to discuss this week of news for the 48 and 46 groups as well as idol news in general. So, we do have quite a bit of news to talk about this week. There was some pretty interesting stuff that happened this week. So, let's actually start off with Hinatazaka 46 because I don't know how long I'm going to have you here, Michael, to talk about everything. So let's start off with Hinatazaka. The first episode of their new drama DASADA recently premiered earlier this week. I believe they also premiered the second episode as well on Hulu because they are streaming it on Hulu at the same time. I have not seen the second episode yet, but I have watched the first episode. And as of right now, it is currently not subbed by anyone. Like Vids hasn't released a subbed version of it yet, but I'm assuming someone's gonna release a subbed version of it soon. So I'll definitely try to keep my eyes out for that. So yeah, as for basically establishing some of the main cast and the main conflict of the show, this definitely did a very good job, I would say.
I'd agree with that as well.
hmm So we got to see just again pretty good establishment of all the characters and their personalities, like with Nao's character Yuria being a narcissist character. That was pretty fun to see.
Yeah, the quote. 私、可愛いじゃないですか?
Uh-huh.
So often in this drama. Like,
hmm
I swear we heard it like 7 or 8 times in the first episode, and I'm like,
But that shows like how much
oh.
confidence in herself that she has. And then also we had a couple of other characters like Saito Kyoko's character being the captain of the volleyball team. It seems like she and Yuria have some kind of beef between each other because Yuria was actively trying to avoid her. So I think that's going to be interesting when we get like the backstory of what exactly is going on between these two characters, why she was avoiding them. And then it's definitely going to be interesting to see more of Kato Shiho's character, Serena. Like just already from like the couple of scenes we got to her, there were like these queen bee mean girl vibes with her and the other two characters played by Sarina and Nibu. Like, am I right? Those were mean girl vibes we were getting from those three.
Yes.
hmm hmm as well as now the main conflict talking about that is basically focused on Yuria basically trying to help raise money to clear her family's debt for the clothing store that they run.
Sorry,
So,
but when you see episode 2, I'm saying this now, you will be surprised by the ending. I'm not
mm,
spoiling anything, but you'll be surprised by the ending of episode 2.
okay, okay. That's definitely going to be something to look forward to. And then when she meets Saori, is that right? Watanabe Miho's character, Saori? When she meets her and sees that she is drawing these clothing designs, she oh, he locked out. Okay. But when she sees that she is drawing these designs for clothing, she offers her the chance to like, let's make clothing together so that we can sell it and it'll help me raise money for my family. And it ends with Saudi basically saying, "No, you're super lame," and she's like, "What? But I'm so cute." It's basically, so yeah. There's definitely going to be some conflict between these two character at the start. So yeah, now that Michael has said about it, I'm going to be surprised by the ending of episode 2. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Uh, I'll just wait and see whether or not he comes back. I don't know what's going on his end. Let's see. What else can we talk? Oh, okay, he accidentally ended the voice call. Okay, you back? Okay, I'll just wait and see whether or not he comes back. Actually, also
Um,
in the first episode, we got a new song that was performed by the in drama idol unit Factory. Naze was the name of it.
yes.
Hmm. So I wonder if this is gonna appear as like a B-side for the single as well. I could
Probably
honestly see
will.
them doing that.
It is
Yeah.
an original song.
Uh-huh. So yeah,
So,
definitely looking forward to
mm,
hearing the full version of that. And then also
yeah.
alongside
So,
that, actually, we also got the full music video for Seishun no Uma, which is the theme song for the drama. So, what did you think
I love
about
this music
watching
video.
the music video?
No, it feels for me like I've seen so many conflicting views on the song
Mm.
and the music video, but I like it. Like,
Hmm.
the I mean, I get what people are saying. The music video doesn't fit with the energetic song, but for a Hinata's
Hmm.
music video, I'm alright with it. And plus, I see a lot of
Aw.
Hamagi Shihiri in it too.
Yeah, that's
She's
right.
back, people.
Hyotan.
She's
Hyotan's
back.
back.
She's back.
That's so great. And yeah, I do kind of get what you mean. Listening to the song on its own when the radio preview came out of it first, it was definitely this energetic type of song. And then a lot of the
Feel like
visuals that we got, like, well, first off, starting out, there was a very big prominence on like a blue color scale. Like the members' dresses were blue. The background was this black, dark color, and there was like a lot of blue around them. So I definitely get what you mean by that. Like probably they could have done something different with the visuals to make it match more of the like energetic sort of upbeat, uplifting message of it because it is sort of like a cheering song almost is what they have talked about it being. And like when and it switches they start out with the blue color dresses but then they go to the rainbow color dresses. It would have been nice to see them like if they had changed the background to like a lighter color or something like that. So yeah, I definitely get what you mean, but yeah, I'd say still it's a really good song for Hinatazaka B side especially. I like it personally.
mm,
All right then, I guess with that being said, we can move on next to Keyakizaka. So
I am excited for this.
yes, we have a couple
Okay,
of updates on some of the rehearsals that Sugai Yuka has been participating in for the upcoming
uh,
Hiryuden 2020 stage
oh,
play. So why don't you go ahead and talk about that, Michael?
it's pretty much they had I think a few days ago they had an open rehearsal with like news people came in
Hmm.
and kind of filmed it, interviewed the cast. But from what I've seen so far, Yuka looks like such a badass, and I want to see more of it. Uh,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of Tsuka Kohei's stage plays are very like simplistic in terms of like the costumes and all like they're
mm,
always wearing tracksuits.
yeah,
But even then, just like from her expression, she looks really cool from like the pictures that I've seen of it. And
like
we also had
from
you
the
oh, sorry, go on.
you go on. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry
I
for
was gonna
cutting
say
you
we
off.
had a couple of tweets from the producer who's producing the stage play as well, talking about like what's been going on in rehearsals, basically posting up his personal thoughts about what's been going on. Just from like what he has tweeted out, because you sent them to me and asked me to translate them to try and get a better idea of what he was saying. It definitely sounds like this is very intense for Yuka.
Mm. So obviously, uh, she has said in an interview before that if I remember this correctly, she used to go to an all girls high school.
Hmm.
I think it was high school. And then now she's in an all girl idol group as well.
Hmm.
Of course, she wouldn't have had that much of experience around men, and
Uh-huh.
now she's like the only woman surrounded by a bunch of men. It's like
Uh-huh.
I can kind of get why,
Hmm.
but I mean, she's one of my she's like from her blogs and Mobile she's doing okay.
Hmm.
So,
That's
but
good.
the
And
thing
also
is,
from
I
what
think
I've seen of the tweets too, it's like the male cast members have been really supporting her as well as the staff. Actually, Matsu Rena actually came to one of the rehearsals and like she got to talk with her and get some advice from her, which I thought was really sweet. And then also, was it that she saw who was it that she saw recently during rehearsals? Was it
she saw Imaizumi Yui's
hmm,
rehearsal for Azumi, if I remember correctly.
uh-huh.
Uh, I think that they didn't get to talk to each other. I think the thought of a current character member cheering on a former character member is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like watching former.
And sometimes it's just like being there that really means something.
Yeah, I miss Zoomin, man.
Hmm.
Fuck.
But yeah, that's really
Uh,
cool. And there's some cool news with Azuman too that we
mm,
will talk about later. Hopefully, if you're here long enough to talk about it.
hopefully,
Hmm.
but I am getting a bit sleepy.
Okay. So let's see. I guess next we can move on to. You want to
So
go
we
on
can move
to?
on to.
Oh,
I mean, we can get on to multi-group news
okay. Yeah,
if
that's what I
you
was
want.
wanting to go for too. So, the group recently had their annual coming of age ceremony where the members who were turning 20 this year went to the shrine to have their coming of age ceremony. And so we have the list
So,
of the members who participated for this year, actually. So, first from AKB48, we have Ichikawa Manami, Okada Rina, Otake Hitomi, Omori Maho, Tada Kyoka, Kamachi Yukina, Harumoto Yuki, and Yoshihashi Yuzuka. From SKE48, we have Nakamura Izumi, Matsumoto Chikako, Ego Yuna. Can't believe she's 20 already. I think like she started
oh,
super young when she first joined SKE. Let's see. Continuing on. So Kitano Ruka, Takeuchi Saki, Sugawara Maya, Nishi Marina, Hirata Shina, Fukushi Nao, and Iriuchi Jima Sayaka. From NMB48, Nishizawa Rurina, Akashi Natsuko, Kojima Karin, the current leader of the group, Sakamoto Nami, Sato Ami, Shobu Marin, and Mizobuchi Marina, or Maria, sorry, Maria. From HKT48, Ueno Haruka, Tashima Meru, Toyonaga Aki, Fukagawa Maiko, Tsukiyashi Amane, Matsuoka Hana, Murakawa Vivian, Yamauchi Yuna, and Nagano Miyabi. Again, with HKT especially too, because again, a lot of the members started out really young, so it's crazy to think like a lot of them are turning 20 now. Like Meru, I remember her like she was like the youngest in Tentomuchu, and now she's turning 20. That is so crazy. And Matsuoka Hana too. She was another member who started out really young. I actually didn't think that she was turning 20. I thought that she was younger than that. So that surprised me. Uh, we have three members from NGT: Honma Hinata, Yamada Noe, and Mashimo Kaho. So, and SCU 48, we have Imamura Mitsuki, Oki Yuka, Taniguchi Mahina, Nakamura Mai, and Yano Honoka. So, to all of these girls, congratulations for their coming of age and turning 20 this year. All right. I guess next we can move on now to the recent concerts that some of the groups had. So we had SCU48, HKT48, NMB48, and SKE48 recently have their concerts. I know NGT had their concert as well, but we're not going to be discussing that because we didn't watch that. Jerrison did a few live stream watching parties of the concerts, and they're up on the channel. So if you're curious about seeing his reaction or his discussion about it, be sure to check that out. I've only seen a couple of clips from some of the concerts, like mostly like the digest clips. I did watch some clips of the SKE48 concert that were on Twitter. So, what were some standout performances for you personally, Michael?
Ooh,
I know that the one you
Cody.
want to see and we haven't found a clip of it yet is Takayanaki Akane did Nakeru Basho by Diva. That's actually one of my personal
Hmm,
favorite AKB songs, older AKB songs. So I actually really want to hear this. I want to find a clip of this.
I'm mainly happy about it.
Yeah.
With that doing Kokyo no Naijidai, which is my
Mm.
JKB song.
Mhm.
Uh,
That was really good. Like
uh,
her voice carried out very well. It was very clear.
hmm,
I'd say like especially because she has had a bit more experience with acting, especially with last year thanks to doing Hamlet, and now she's going to be in a movie later in autumn this year. I'd say that definitely helped with like
I
helping to like project her voice. So I
know
I, I
that.
really liked that performance. I was really happy seeing that.
From that, I've not really seen too many. I think Sunagaoka did Maria as well.
Yes, she did. Oh, that was really good. Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh, Suda Akari did Waruki, and I'm
I
honestly
saw that
surprised she
too.
hasn't done this sooner.
But
Cause
like,
like you know,
hold
like
on.
back when like Miruki was still in the group, the two of them were kind of considered rivals because they were both fishers. So like I'm honestly kind of surprised that Akarin hasn't
Hmm.
done Waruki sooner, like before this. But yeah, her performance was really good of that, really cute. She had the cameraman come out and was like, "Come and film me cutely, okay?" Oh,
Uh,
and Jurina performing her newest solo song, "Who Are You?" Instead of the black, cool kind of rebellious girl dancer Jurina that we've gotten in a couple previous performances, we got to see red dress singer diva Jurina, like performing with the mic stand and everything. That was so cool, and especially with the short hair, because in the music video she was wearing like. I don't know if it was extensions or a wig, but she had long hair. But now she performed with the short hair. It looked so good with the short hair. It really did. So yeah, thumbs up on that performance. And oh, Furuhata Nao performed Honsho, a personal favorite of mine from her solo album. Really good. Anything else from that particular? Is everything okay? Did your mic cut off? I don't think his mic is coming through. All right. Well, I can't hear him right now, but I'm gonna continue on from there. I'll just send him. Okay, so I guess I'll move on now to the first part of the request hour that was earlier today. So we got the top 50 songs. Oh, okay, he muted himself. Okay. All right, so moving on now to the request hour. We have the lineup here. So, oh, sorry. Michael, if you want, you can send me a message through the chat, and you can let me know, just looking at the lineup from the request hour we got, if there were any particular standouts for you. For me, just looking at what we got here, for one, I'm honestly still kind of surprised that three of NGT's songs made it into the ranking. There's Harudoko, Seishun Doke, and Sekai wa Dokomade Aozora Nanoka. So this was their first three singles. So that did kind of surprise me. I didn't know if any of NGT's songs were gonna rank in the request hour because of what happened last year. And still considering that it's still like pretty low, considering that this uh, didn't break the top 40. It's still like, yeah. But let's see what else we have here. We have Sore Demo Kanojo wa at a 40th place, the Murayama Yuri center song. That was really good. Uh, oh, they did Gyakuten Oji-sama at 31st place. I know that I believe it was Minegishi Minami who performed the center of it. Only one SK song ranked so far. Yes, let me see if I can find which one it was. I have to look at it. Oh, Suberi Daikara. It was the 9th gen Kenkyusei song from their last single, Frustration. Suberi Dari. Suberi Daikara. Calm down and say it slowly. So yeah, Suberi Daikara is the only SKE song so far that has ranked. Hopefully there will be maybe a couple more that'll get in the higher rankings. So oh, yeah, Minegishi Minami, Murayama Yuri, and Mukaichi Mion for Gyakuten Oji-sama. And yeah, Zipper ranked also, and Shuko is right above that, SCU 48 Shuko. That's another one of my personal favorites. So yeah, I'd say so far this is definitely very interesting. I'm curious to see now what the next songs basically are going to be that are going to rank in the top 25. So we will let you guys know once that happens. I think Jerrison is planning on doing another live stream then to talk about that. So if you're curious about that, be sure to look out for that. Next, let's move on to SKE 48, some news about them. So first off, with their most recent single, we have some news for the first day sales of the single. So the single on the first day, according to Billboard Japan, has sold over 300,000 copies. To be precise, it sold 317,305 copies. It actually rose up from another number that was released from, I believe it was Oricon charts that released it. It was over 200,000, so that means it must have raised up a little bit after that particular ranking came out. And it also ranked number 1 on the Oricon Daily single charts. And then also on the second day, it sold 48,248 copies. So that's pretty good. So congrats to them on that. Next up, we have the lineup for the upcoming Keyholder Special Super Live 2020. So we have the members who will be participating in that announced. So for SKE, obviously all the members are going to be participating. That includes the 10th generation. So we're actually going to get to see them perform on there. Michael says, whoop whoop. Yeah, that's really exciting. And now reading off the lineup for the members from the sister group. So from AKB48, we have Nishikawa Rei, Mukaichi Mion, Yokoyama Yui, Minegishi Minami, Omori Maho, Muto Tomu, Iwatate Saho, Kashiwagi Yuki, Kubo Satone, Okada Nana, Murayama Yuri, Yamauchi Mizuki, Okabe Ren, Oguri Yui, Kurano Narumi, and Sakaguchi Nagisa. From NMB48, we have Umeyama Kokona, Kojima Karin, Shibuya Nagisa, Joni Shirei, Shiroma Miru, Murase Sae, Yamamoto Ayaka, Yoshida Akari, and other members, 16 members in total. They're not all listed here. Weird. From HKT48, we have Tashima Meru, Tanaka Miku, Toyonaga Aki, Matsuoka Natsumi, Watanabe Akari, Unjo Hirona, Fuchigami Mai, Murashige Anna, Motomura Aoi, Oda Ayaka, Matsuoka Hana, Matsumoto Hinata, Miyazaki Sono, Ishibashi Ibuki, and Mizukami Rimika. We have NGT48 performing. So some of the members will be performing from there. I'm not gonna list the members off. It seems like majority of, well, not the majority of, well, NGT is performing, so I mean it's just good going ahead and saying that. So then SCU 48, we have Ishida Chiho, Ishida Minami, Isogai Kanon, Imamura Mitsuki, Iwata Hina, Otani Marina, Kai Kokowa, Kadawaki Miyuna, Sakaki Miyu, Shintani Nonoka, Takino Yumiko, Tanaka Koko, Nakamura Mai, Fukuda Akari, Yano Honoka, and Yabushita Fu. So yes, that concert will be happening on March 14th, so definitely get excited for that. And then lastly for SK48, the dance practice video for Soyutoko Arione was recently released. It actually looked like they filmed this at the Zest, or no, not Zest, Keyholder, the Idol School, basically. It was at the dance studio at the Idol School. Yeah, Michael says yep. So that was really cool that they actually used that to film the dance practice video. Zest Entertainment School, yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, that was really cool to see. It was a bit different from the studio that they had previously used for Frustration, but it was still really cool to see Churi's red sneakers. Oh, I didn't notice that she was wearing red sneakers. Okay. So yeah, the dance practice video was really fun to watch. You could definitely tell the members were having a lot of fun with the dance. You could hear some of them like cheering like while doing like some of the dance moves and stuff like that, so you could tell they were having a lot of fun with it. And even at like the end, they were all still like so energetic and like cheering at the end. They were so hyped up from dancing. That was really cool to see. Mhm. All right. Next up, moving on to NMB 48. The new unit that is coming out from NMB, Lapis Arch. I still don't know how to say that until we get a clear confirmation of like how to pronounce that. I guess I'll call it Lapis Arch. They will be joining the Ultra Teens Fest at Makuhari Messe on March 24th, so that's going to be really cool. I do believe they have a couple of other performances coming up before that, but still, it's definitely going to be exciting seeing them here. And let's see. I haven't watched too many of the clips from NMB's recent concert that they did for the AKB48 group concert yet, but I did see that they actually held an NMB outfit costume sosenkyo, basically, where they were like ranking the outfits from like the different songs and singles that they've worn throughout the years, and first place was actually the outfit that they wear for Ha. And I definitely say, yeah, I agree with that because that outfit is so cool. So that was pretty cool to see that they did something like that. I remember that was like something they did on like AK Bingo. They like ranked like the members' like personal favorite outfits from like AKB's history. And there were like so many of them, so many classic outfits we got to see from that. So it was cool to see NMB doing something similar in that fashion. Next, moving on to HKT48, we got a new trailer for Moriyasu Madoka's solo piano album. I have not seen it yet, but for those of you who are interested, definitely go and check that out. And again, I haven't seen too many clips of the recent concert that they did today. It was either today or yesterday But I did find it pretty funny that they joked about like Murashige being the next ace for the group, and they did like a version of Shekarashika where it was changed to Shigerashika, and she got to do the center of it. So yeah, like they were still being really goofy about it, but you could tell like the members were giving it their all. They looked like they were having so much fun performing it. And for me, like, because Murashige Anna was one of my original favorite members when, like, I was first getting into HKT, it was pretty fun seeing her just do something where she could, like, just be goofy. She wasn't full blown chaotic, but she was, like, just the right amount of goofy for where, like, it didn't completely turn me off. So that was really cool. And also, she actually performed Dear J. Again, they changed it to where it was Dear Shige, I believe it was. But still, seeing Anna in the outfit that she had on, and then again with the short hair, since her hair is short right now, she looked really good. And just from like what I was hearing of her voice, because the music was kind of loud in the digest video, so I couldn't hear her voice too clearly. It was still pretty cool. So that was actually something really cool to see personally. But yeah, basically after they joked about that, about giving Shige-chan her time in the spotlight, they were like, okay, moving on, we're gonna give you the actual new ace of the group now, which is Tanaka Miku is now going to be pushed as the next ace for HKT48. So I'd say that's really cool. So congrats to her. Uh, I don't know if I just heard something go off. I don't know if is
It's
Michael.
probably me.
Oh, there you are.
Hello?
Yeah, okay, I hear you now. Okay, I better switch this because you're back now, so I got to switch to this screen now. All right, are we good?
Let me. Yep.
All right. Did you see that by the way, where Murashige did Dear J?
I think I was sent it. Yeah, it was interesting to see.
Hmm. I mean, like, legitimately, like, we all joke about Anna just being, like, this chaotically goofy, ridiculous member, but she is legitimately super pretty. And
She is.
she
She's
is
more
a
like
good performer.
is. She's more like a chaotic neutral. If
Chaotic neutral.
you have
That sounds about right, to be honest. So yeah, even though it was kind of like played
yeah,
up as like being a joke, it was still pretty cool to see Anna kind of have a chance to shine as like the center for a song, or like doing a solo performance for a song as cool as Dear J. I mean, it's Itano Tomomi's solo song. It's super cool. But yeah, I am definitely excited to see now what the next chapter for HKT is going to be now with Tanaka Miku as the current ace. So good luck to them. Hopefully 2020 is going to be a good year for them, better than last year and the year before that was them, because they only released one single last year and the year before that. So, fingers crossed. Oh, also, I just thought about it. Sakura and Nako were at the concert. Like they were shown when like the members were going to the audience. Sakura and Nako were sitting in the audience. So that was really cool. They got to go see them. I don't know if your mic cut off again or if you're not saying anything, so I'm just gonna go on. So I guess we can move on next to. Oh, okay, you're still here. Okay, I can still hear you. So next up with SCU 48. This was actually an announcement that was made at the concert that they recently did. So
yeah.
Okada Nana has resigned as the captain of the group. She's still keeping her concurrency in the group with AKB, but she is stepping down from the captain position, and she has appointed Imamura Mitsuki as the new captain and Fukuda Akari as vice captain.
Isn't Mitsuki Jerrison Zoshi
Yeah,
in STU?
yes, he
Oh,
really likes her. So
yes.
I bet he
She's
was
charismatic.
excited about this. And I would
I don't really
say
know much about STU.
I'm personally not too familiar with Mitsuki in terms of like her personality yet, but I know that she is one of the a very prominent member in the group, so it's going to be interesting to see how she is going to lead the group. And Akari as well. I haven't been watching her showrooms recently, but I do personally really like her. I know that she is a huge SKE fan. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two are going to lead the group. Maybe some of Na-chan's leadership expertise will have rubbed off of them, and they'll try to go about it like putting their own little spin on it. Was that an echo? Okay, I think we're good. And next up, pretty exciting for the second gen trainees, they will be getting their first stage next month on February 2nd. They will be doing Boku no Tayo. Woo! That's a really good stage, so I'm actually really excited for that. And we did have one member recently announce graduation. Fujiwara Azusa, I'm not too familiar with her, but best wishes to her on graduating from the group. So next, we can move on now to the graduated member news. So Michael, while I have you here, how about we talk about the news about Imaizumi Yui? I know that you and I are both pretty excited for this. Oh, you sent me a tweet.
The picture. It links in quite well with what we're about to talk about.
Oh, yeah, okay. You want me to go ahead and show that on the camera?
Up to you.
All right. Well, I'm doing it, so.
Okay.
All right, why don't you go ahead and talk about it? Say what it is.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I actually know what this drama is about. But I think Imaizumi Yui will appear in episodes 3 and 4 of this drama.
Mhm.
100 Moji idea. I can't pronounce it.
It's
She's going to be
like
appearing in 2 episodes of the 100文字ディオドラマにしたい。にした。There we go. I had to read the kanji. It didn't make sense to me
isn't it like
in
we
Samaji.
made a drama out of 100 word ideas or something like that?
Pretty much.
Mhm. So basically, from what I understand, it's an anthology series that's made up of like ideas that were shared through social media of like TV drama concepts, and they made them into short episodes in an anthology series, basically.
It says here it's TV Tokyo, an online platform note joint project. Notes users submit their story ideas in 100 words, and let TV Tokyo turn it into a TV drama.
Ah,
So
okay.
pretty much people actually came up with the story. But Zuman herself will play both a newly married woman and a YouTuber. It's different characters.
Mhm.
A YouTuber who can say "I love you," and her episodes, episodes 3 and 4, will air tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Be aired on the 20th of January tomorrow and the 20th of January, 27th of January, respectively. So tomorrow and next Monday.
All
So
right. So
kind of
yeah,
sweet.
that's really cool.
From the trailer as well, it seems like her character. Her, it's interesting, to say the
Interesting.
least.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
saw a bit of the teaser too. I would probably have to rewatch it, but it definitely looks interesting. I'm excited to see Zoom in this.
Zumin is a married woman now.
She's still really young too, by the way. She's like, is she my age?
21, turning
22? She's turning
1998,
22 this year? Okay, so yeah, she is the same
September
age as
30th.
me. Holy cow. All right, then next up, moving on. This is some pretty exciting news. So Itano Tomomi, former AKB member, Watanabe Miyuki, former NMB member, and former Hello Project idol Suzuki Airi are going to be holding a joint concert. This is an awesome lineup. So I'll bring it up here, the article on that. So the three of them will be holding a joint concert at KT Zepp Yokohama on March 20th. Let's see. The title is Moblo Presents Mashup Labo. So yeah, oh man, just from the poster, this looks epic. I mean, this is Tomochin, Miruki, and Airi. The three of them are all pretty powerful powerhouses in terms of like idols and the idol world and former idols. So, oh man, I am so excited for this. Michael, is your mic cut off again? I don't know, but so yeah, I
I'm
am.
just not speaking because
Oh, okay. But yeah, I can't wait for this. I don't know whether or
it
not
does
there's gonna
seem
be like a stream of the concert anywhere.
seems like an interesting collaboration though.
It is really. I can see like because like I was like taking into account like what all three of them like have in common or like what they've all done in their past careers.
Mm.
Tomochin with like her solo career, she's had a lot of her like earlier music was definitely like the cooler, like cool girl. A lot of them were like dance heavy, like electronic music, electronic pop. So she did give off those cool girl vibes. Watanabe Miyuki, she was always like the cutesy fisher, but she's a heck of a dancer.
Mm.
And then
Sometimes you'd
Suzuki
be
Airi,
surprised
she
at how
has a
intense.
super powerful voice. And
Mm.
she's very versatile in terms of genre, like from like pop to rock to electronic dance and stuff like that. So I am very interested in seeing what these three together are going to do here. All right, next up for major topics on graduated members, Yamamoto Sayaka is going to be performing on Music Station next week.
Yeah,
This will be her first appearance on
yeah,
the show as a solo artist since she graduated from NMB, so very excited for
that's
that.
it.
I don't think it's been confirmed what she's going to perform on there. I imagine it's
I
either
don't
going to
think so either.
be her most recent single, Tsuyoku no Hikari, or True Blue, which is like one of the main newer tracks off of her newest album, Alpha.
Probably.
So I imagine it's going to be either one of those, maybe. But like either way, it's Sayane performing on Music Station as a solo artist for the first time. So that is something to get excited about.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. Is there any particular news listed here that you would like to talk about personally? Anything that's interesting to you?
Really?
Oh, okay, from the graduated section. I did have one. I got a message from Sky about this. So we talked a little bit about it the last time, or well, I did because you weren't available for it. But Yamaguchi Maho recently appeared in a drama called Shiro demo Kuro demo nai
Mm.
sekai de Panda ga warau, or Panda Judges the World, I believe is the English title of it. So she appeared in the first episode for that, but Sky recently messaged me saying that Akimoto Sayaka is actually going to be on the next upcoming episode, episode 3, which is coming out next week on the 26th. So I did see the trailer for that. I have not seen the actual drama yet. I haven't watched the first episode yet, but hopefully if I find it subbed, I'll definitely try to check it out, you know, see Mahohon's performance on there. But for Sayaka's character, she is playing a professional speed climber. Her character's name is Miyazawa Sanae. I thought that was pretty funny that her name was Miyazawa Sanae. It sounds really close to Miyazawa Sae. And basically, what happens with her character is that she is forced to drop out of a world championships competition due to an injury from a fall during training. But Sanaya believes that the ropes were cut and that someone was intending to kill her. So she basically thinks that someone sabotaged her to get her out of the competition. And so this case is basically going to be investigated by. I'm assuming that this character, Miss Panda, is the like focal character of the drama, since the title of the drama is Panda Judges the World. Again, I still haven't seen it, so I don't know anything much of like the context as to like why this woman like looks like a panda, basically from like the teaser. It was really weird, really interesting. But yeah, if I get the chance to, I'm definitely gonna try and check out the drama series to see both Yamaguchi Maho and Akimoto Sayaka next week once the newest episode comes out for that. Let's see. I also found this pretty interesting. Two former AKB members are actually releasing solo singles. So, first up, former Team 8 member Cho Kurena is going to release a solo single as well as a solo photo book. So, that is really exciting. I know that she has done quite a bit of solo work. I know that she's been doing showroom and she's done a couple of like live performances. So her first photo album, Kurena, will be released on February 27th. And her first mini album, actually, it's not a single, a mini album, On My Own Way, which will include 6 songs, will be available on February 25th. I don't know if we'll get the chance to be able to hear any of the songs, but I would be really interested in seeing that, like hearing what kind of sound she is going for here. So I'd say congrats to her. And then next up, this is pretty exciting. Goto Moe is actually also releasing a solo single. So it's cool to see that she is getting a really solid start to like her solo career. Again, I know that she's been really prominent on Showroom and she's done a couple of stuff from that, like related to that. Like from one Showroom event, she got to get on a radio show, like a special appearance on that. So this is definitely exciting to see her getting back into music now. So her first
Definitely.
solo single, Sapphire Blue, that is such a cool title, will
Love
be
that title.
released. The digital version will come out on January 24th, and then the single itself will come out on January 31st. So it actually won't be long until the digital version comes out. I don't know if it's going to be available on like Spotify or iTunes or anywhere, but again, I would really like to hear this and see like what kind of sound she's going to go for this. Knowing that Gotomoe is such a good dancer, I could see this being like a electronic dance kind of song. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
that.
she could definitely do something like that. So again, congrats to her. This is really cool. Uh, Next up, Kawai Rina is actually cast in a new movie, Step. So this is actually a movie led by Yamada Takayuki. It's The movie is an adaptation of a novel where Takayuki is playing a widower, basically acting as a single father raising his daughter. And Kawai Rina is going to be playing a cafe staff who looks alike with his deceased wife. So the movie will be released on April 3rd later this year, so this is going to be really cool to see. Anyone who is interested in that. And then we talked a little bit about Miruki earlier, so we have some other news about her as well. So Watanabe Miruki, or Miyuki, I called her Watanabe Milky. Watanabe Miyuki is getting a 3 episode show on Dance Channel. I don't know if this is an app or a special website or anything, but Miruki no Which Way. The show's first episode will feature her group Ange et Folletta's workshop. The tutor will be Wax Koyuki, so they work for Whack Entertainment. And All Japan Super Kids Dance Contest Report will begin airing on February 27th. So, okay, that's definitely interesting. I'll definitely have to tell Steve about this since the person who is tutoring them is associated with Whack. This might be something that interests him since he's been getting more into Whack idols. So, I will definitely send him the message about this. All right, then, moving on next to other idol news, some news on Equal Love. They will be releasing their 7th single on April the 29th, so definitely look forward to that. And then also,
Mhm.
again, something that Steve wanted me to talk about last week, actually, but I kind of forgot about it because I hadn't seen it yet. But I did watch it yesterday, and so I'm here to talk about it now. So, 40代目のトイレの花子さん made her. I'm guessing this is her first TV appearance on Arioshi Hansekai last week. And basically, in her appearance, they were basically showing like the gap between her when she's like performing on stage or performing live, and then her when she's like, on days off and she's like posting on social media. Basically the gap of like where she's like super wild and crazy on stage, and then when she's like posting on social media she's saying like this really cute stuff that like a normal girl would say. Like it's weird saying like a normal girl, but like Hanako-san, just from what I've seen of her, she's definitely not a normal girl. So yeah, it was interesting to see her like interview talking about like like how she ended up becoming and how she got her image of basically taking on the persona of Toire no Hanako-san, because the outfits that she wears where she looks like the ghost, the yokai, was something that she always used to wear, and so that was basically a nickname that gave it to her, so that's how she came up with that persona. I thought that was really interesting. And even like at one point she was talking about like she was like walking out at night at one point and she was dressed like that, and there was a policeman who approached her. Like it got real. It didn't get too crazy. Like the policeman was very nice from what she talked about it. Like that was the thing too. During the interview, she sounded really cute. Like when she was talking about it, she was definitely really shy and reserved. Again, that kind of gap from like her wild, crazy performance persona when she's doing stuff live and just like going crazy on stage. So I thought that was really interesting to see. So that did give me some good insight more on Hanako-san. So that was really fun to see. And then last up, I guess, to talk about some of the stuff on the K-pop side. So LOONA, for the past week, they have been releasing teaser photos of the members for their next comeback, Hash. So I will actually pull up now on their official Instagram, because on their Instagram, with the teaser photos, they also released some quotes that are actually going to be lyrics for the title track of the song. So we'll talk about that. So first we have Olivia Hay. So her quote says, "Take it out from yourself." So just from this shot alone, it's really cool. This we have this recurring motif from the members where it's this red light that's shining on them, and they're wearing the red outfit, so it looks really cool. And then next after that, we have Heejin, and hers says, "So that no one can stop you." Again, really cool. We have kind of like the chain accessory going around her waist right here, and I don't know if maybe if this is a cause from like the blur effect or the lighting, but it kind of looks like the tips of her hair are dyed. But from the recent photo that we got, which was the group photo, which came out last night. It didn't look like the tips of her hair were dyed, so I'll have to look at that again and see. After her, we got Go On. So the hair, because of the light, it looks kind of pink here, but it's actually silver. So this looks really cool. Her quote is higher than before. So again, with these quotes, because they did this for plus plus with the lyrics for Hi Hi, I believe, and then for XX with Butterfly, the lyrics that they gave them were basically like they were said to be like the most important lyrics, or they had the most impact on them, and the lyrics that each member had, they were like assigned specifically to them. So we can probably assume that these lyrics, they're assigned to these members specifically that they were released with. So this is definitely going to be interesting to see. Next up, we have Chu, which says, burn your intense heart. So hers is kind of more farther away shot, and we have this background of this snowy landscape. Someone actually found the source image that it was. I believe it was from Russia. I'm not exactly sure where, but still, I thought this was very interesting. After that, we have Eve. We actually see here Eve has cut her hair short. It used to be like down to here, past her chest or something like that, and now it's like up to here. So like that is definitely a very drastic change. So that has me really excited. Hers says, highest, shiniest star of them all. And then after, oh, wait, gotta scroll up a bit. Okay. So after her, next we have Vivi, and her quote is, so what? So this is actually going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but the track list actually came out today for the upcoming album, and So What is the title track for it. So again, this is going to be really interesting. A lot of people were assuming that it was going to be burned, so it took us all aback when they released the track list and it says so what. So this is definitely giving us an entirely different feel for the song. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna be the final product for the song that is coming out. So again, with Vivi here with the red lighting, looks really cool. And then we have Jinsol over here. She has the dark hair and bangs, actually. This is kind of a new look for her. Hers says burn more fiercely. Very cool. Next up, we have Kim Lip. She has this kind of slick back look with her bangs, which look really cool. And her nails look really sharp here. I don't know if you can tell, but like her nails look really sharp in this picture. But her quote is, don't be afraid. And then next is Cherry, my girl. So we had Odd Eye Circle earlier just lined up like that. And so hers is like an ice. So she looks really cool here. Next up is Hyunjin. Hers is open up your possibilities. Again, this is a totally different vibe that we have gotten from LOONA up to this point. So this was really cool to see the girls doing this new concept. And then last up for the solo members is Yojin. Once again, Hustle, because she is not participating in the comeback, we are likely to assume that she sat out from like the promotional shoot and probably the music video as well. I don't know if she's going to be in the actual song itself, whether she like recorded for that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see there. So we have Yojin being the last member for the teasers, and hers is more freely, and I was blown away by this because this does not look like Yojin. Yojin, it really surprises me, even though I've only just recently gotten into the group. I was like only first introduced to Yojin as like just being because she's the maknae, she was the youngest of the group. She's like the cute one that had the really cute, like very energetic, very loud image. And then seeing like her progression throughout like watching like the LOONA TVs and stuff like that and other appearances on like TV shows and stuff like that that LOONA have had, basically like she has really grown into a beautiful young woman, and this is just further proof of that. She looks absolutely gorgeous here. I was so blown away by it. So I'm very excited to see especially for Yojin now what's going to happen with this. And so last up now we have the full group pick here with the quote of I'm so bad. So we can assume like this is gonna be like one of the tagline quotes or lyrics, I'm guessing, from the entire song. So this is again all 11. It's not a full 12-member lineup, but it's still really cool to see. We're still supporting Hassel, while she is recovering, giving all of our love to her, and I'm sure she is doing the same. Doing her best to support all the girls while she is healing. And I am just the power from this photo. Like all of them look so cool. And okay, I'm taking a look at Heejin now. It doesn't look like her tips are dyed, although it does look like her hair is sort of a lighter color. All of the members have kind of changed their hair in significant ways. Like Yeojin's hair is lighter. We have Jinsol with the dark hair. Again, we talked about Eve with cutting her hair. Chu's hair is darker. Hyunjin has a lighter red color in her hair. And Vivi's hair looks a little different too. Like the way she's like styling her bangs and stuff like that looks different. I don't know if her is her hair darker or lighter. I'm not completely sure, but again, this just looks so cool and it has me all the more excited for this next comeback coming up. So now we will move on now to we have the track list of the songs that will be coming out. So the first one is Hash, which will be the intro track for the album, and then So What, which will be the title track of it. This was actually composed by David Anthony and Anna Timgren. So I believe these two were actually like pretty big names in terms of like K-pop music. Actually, I'm gonna try and look it up real quick and see. I know that it was talked about on Twitter. I believe one of them had worked on a couple of songs, like I think one of them was a Twice song that they did. I'm gonna try and look for that. But yeah. Anyways, moving on from that, I'll take a look at it later. So, the next one is number one. The fourth track is Oh, Yes I Am. And then five, I had to look up a translation for that, but I believe this is Tang Tang Tang. And then six is 365, which we already got a digital single release for that. So yeah, definitely excited to see what they're going to do with this. Again, sorry, I'm wanting to look up real quick the information regarding the So What who composed it. Oh, okay. So, Anna Timgren has worked on songs such as Flourishing and Chica by Chungha. I don't follow Chungha, but that. Get Loud by Twice. I have not heard that song yet, but I'm definitely gonna check it out, see what that's like. Checkmate by Oh My Girl. Flower Shower by Hyun Ah. Hyuna? Hyunha? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Rainbow by G Friend and Shut Up by Nature. And David Anthony has worked on Shot Through the Heart by Twice. Again, I'm definitely going to check that out. Run This by EXO, and a lot of tracks for Oh My Girl, including I Found Love, Coloring Book 16, Liar Liar, and more. David Anthony is part of Echo, EKKO Music Rights, the same company who produced 365. Okay. So yeah, this definitely looks like they got some pretty big names behind this for doing this title track, so it just has me all the more excited for this. I cannot wait to see what So What is gonna be like. Whenever the music video comes out, I'm definitely wanting to do a reaction of the music video. So I will be sure to get that out to you guys as soon as the video comes up. So yeah, I believe that does it for the news for this week. So I don't believe is Michael. Michael, are you still on? Is your mic still on? Okay, I guess not. But we've talked long enough, so I guess now would be a good time to kind of wrap up. So If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment on some of your thoughts and opinions on what we discussed here today and anything that we might have not discussed today because there was some topics that maybe we might have skipped over. So if there was anything like that, be sure to leave that in the comments if you want to talk about it there. Subscribe to the channel as well as our second channel, the reaction channel, and look forward to more videos like this. So until then, we'll see you guys in the next video. So bye bye!